Every tech giant has that one moment when the alarm sirens go off. For Google, that moment arrived in 2022. A new chatbot exploded across the internet, ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence took the world by storm, and Google suddenly found itself behind. Inside the company, it was nothing short of a code red. But fast forward 3 years, and the tables have turned. Today, it's OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, who are sounding the panic alarms. CEO Sam Altman has reportedly issued his own code red. What triggered it? And how did Google suddenly surge past the very company that reshaped AI? Let's break it down. The rise and the pressure on OpenAI. Since its launch in 2022, ChatGPT has become a global phenomenon. 800 million weekly users. Valuation near $500 billion. But being at the top comes with a curse. You sense change before the world sees it. And that change arrived in the form of Google's Gemini 3, a new AI model so powerful that even loyal ChatGPT users switch sides. One example says it all. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff used ChatGPT for 3 years. After spending just 2 hours with Gemini 3, he declared he's not going back. Inside OpenAI, this hit like a shockwave. Reports say Sam Altman sent a code red memo across the company. What does code red mean? It means one thing: drop everything. All new projects, ad systems, shopping tools, health agents are paused. Even work on OpenAI's personal assistant has been halted. The mission is singular: fix ChatGPT, improve its speed, reliability, personalization, and accuracy. Daily crisis calls have begun. Teams are being shuffled, temporarily or permanently, to strengthen app development. Because here's the truth: being number one in the AI race isn't a celebration. It's a burden. Every update is analyzed, every delay criticized, every rival compared. OpenAI's greatest weapon, momentum, has suddenly turned into its greatest pressure point. And then there's the money. OpenAI made $20 billion this year and is still not profitable. Why? Because it's planning to spend $1.4 trillion over the next 8 years. That's huge, even for a company valued at $500 billion. But investors only write big checks when they believe you're the industry leader. If the world suddenly believes you're not number one anymore, that's a real threat. So this code red is not just technical, it's existential. Google, the Empire Strikes Back. If this were a film, Google's storyline would be titled The Empire Strikes Back. Their first model, Bard, flopped. It was embarrassing. So Google went silent, rebuilt from scratch, and Bard returned as Gemini. And then came Gemini 3, not a model, but an ecosystem shift. Image generation rivaling OpenAI's Sora, advanced video understanding, deep integration into Android, Search, Gmail, Docs, nano-sized image models, free developer access, subsidized compute, and, unlike many AI launches, no outages. It was the tech equivalent of a flawless victory. Google isn't worried about money. They print tens of billions every quarter. Which is why OpenAI is nervous. Not because Google is better, but because Google can afford to wait and crush at its own pace. The lesson: when you're in second place, you only need to win once. But when you're in first place, you must win every single day. And that's the challenge OpenAI now faces, to prove it still deserves the crown it placed on its own head.